What if you could get 1,000 prospects from just 20 strategic relationships and without any cold outreach? Everyone talks about networking, but there's almost no information on how to actually turn relationships into revenue. I've driven over $53 million in revenue with my VIP referral system, and I'm going to share it so you can do the same thing and you can do it fast. Even better, you're going to see it's a scientific approach that banishes the guesswork. That's the question. How do we get in front of more ideal clients, customers, prospects? That's our challenge. That's what the VIP referral process is for. So the brute force way of doing things, and as I mentioned earlier in this video, the DM 1,000 people, like direct message 1,000 people on the platform, that's always assuming that those people are like, okay, you want to buy from me now? Do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? That is really time consuming. And especially if you're selling something that's lower cost, that doesn't make any sense. So that is, hey, I'm Raj, here's what I got. And every once in a while, you will find someone who wants what you got. It's just the law of large numbers, but that's not the way that we want to do this. We want to not be going under the shotgun. We want a sniper rifle. Okay. So we need to play chess, not checkers. So this referral process is we ask ourselves the question, who already has access to my customers? In other words, I'm not going directly for my customer. I am going for people who have already put in the time and effort to get connected to my customers. Somebody out there has done this. Therefore, I'm going to those people and I'm going to fish in their pond. They've already stocked the pond. I'm going to fish. Now, might I have to pay them for access to that pond? Maybe, but it certainly is better than sending out thousands of one-on-one attempts to meet people on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is going to be the way in which we connect with these leverage points, these people who already have access to my customers. So it's either 1,000 prospects from 1,000 outreaches. That sounds hard, but I can also get access to 1,000 prospects with 20 strategic relationships. And that is much easier because it takes kind of the same amount of time to generate a relationship, whether it's a direct sale or it's a referral relationship. So if we go for the high value referral relationships, that is what will drive success. Now, maybe you're also thinking, oh, well, I'm not, I sell direct to consumer. People don't refer me business. That is not correct thinking. I have found so many times. So I run an e-commerce business. There is literally no way I would ever reach out to a customer because the monthly amount that they're paying me is $35. It's just, I'm not going to be fishing for $35 at a time. I have thousands of these customers. This would not make sense. But I have used this process not to necessarily get referral partners for referral of business, but also referral of strategies, referral of partnerships, referral of media, referral of people who can help me technically, all these things that get to scaling my business. So you can use it for customers and you can also use it for just meeting the people, that small core of people who will help you get financing for your business, whoever it is, whatever you can get leverage from. Now, here is the VIP referral sheet. This is linked underneath this video. Here's an example first. I'm going to give you an example first and then give you the template. So the example, this is a family law lawyer. Okay, I picked something because A, I used to have a company that worked with lawyers, so I know them very well. And B, everyone kind of knows what a family law divorce lawyer is, right? Because now I can give an example that everyone understands. Now, where does a divorce lawyer get their referrals from, right? Now, they could advertise and go one for one. They could be calling up everyone. It's like, are you getting divorced? No, click. Are you getting divorced? No, click. Now, you could find clients that way, especially given how often people get divorced. However, if you want to rely on referrals, which is the best way to do it, the leveraged way, who does this family law attorney need to meet? Well, here's a list. Marriage counselor, a priest, pastor, a minister, child psychologist, estate planning attorney, financial advisor, insurance agents, real estate agents, accountants, personal banker, small business attorney, real estate appraiser, business broker, owner of a storage unit business, personal property appraiser, mover, apartment rental consultant. Notice what all of these things have in common. All of these people would know in advance that someone is either having a relationship problem or is moving out or they're dealing with separating money because there's a divorce that is imminent. So this family law attorney knows that they will get referrals of the right kind of person if these 20 people know that when they think of this situation, they think of this person. You see how this is like next order thinking. We are not saying I'm just going to go and directly advertise for the thing that I want. I'm going to say, no, who already has who I want? And now across these 20-something people, they probably have access to 10,000 people, of which at any given time, there might be certainly 50, maybe 100 people who are relevant. Now, I've run this process. I used to run a marketing agency, and we worked with law firms. And I ran this process with family law attorneys, with estate planning attorneys, with business attorneys. And every single time, if you follow this process, they got referrals. They got business from it. And it's nurturing a small set of people that they went out and they found on LinkedIn. And it worked again and again. Then I flipped over and I started working with advising some SaaS businesses, so software as a service businesses. Said, okay, who already has your customers? Let's build that list and let's go fishing with those people. Those become your relationships. And guess what? The same thing happens. They started either doing referral deals or they would do an affiliate deal or something like that in order to get more, and more customers came. So in each circumstance, that can be done. I use this now in various businesses in order to get connected. I have a list, a hit list of like, okay, who do I need to know in order to do X, Y, and Z? So one thing I was working on this week was, well, my payment processing got a single point of failure in my e-commerce business. If Stripe goes down, I'm screwed. So I need to have a different setup for my payment processing. So who do I know? And I could go to my VIP list and, oh, here's the people who know about that kind of financing stuff or that payment processing stuff. Excellent. I will reach out and I'll get referrals to 5 different people who can help me with this. It is really just a way of accelerating everything you do in business. So somebody has already gathered that audience. Your job is to ask, who are they? What are they looking for? What do you have to offer them in return for this relationship? So there's a sheet that's a download below, which is going to let you go through that. And you're going to think of categories of people who would become referral partners or it will be useful to you in another way in your business. Name, recommendation from, if you got a recommendation from them, what their LinkedIn profile is so that you can know all about them, what their email is, and some notes. Now, very importantly, you might not know who these people are right now. That's what this LinkedIn process is going to let you do, because if you set up your company profile the right way, your personal profile in LinkedIn the right way, you can get introduced to people on LinkedIn. And you can, of course, take all the people you already have on your list, because you're going to have some already, right? There are going to be some people already in your referral network, and you can ask them who their connections are, connect with those people on LinkedIn, and vet them to see if they need to be on your VIP referral list. This sounds like work, but I will tell you definitively that doing this work ahead of time is going to put you far ahead than looking for the right person when you're in crisis. Then you feel like you just reach out and you're like looking, searching for a cold introduction. You have to vet somebody, and then you're just doing an interview and you're doing the really terrible way of like interview 3 and pick 1 type of situation. No good. Do this in advance. It takes just a little bit of work. And by maintaining this list of 20 people, you are going to get so much more leverage in your business than if you have to do everything at the last minute. So how do you do this? Let's say I'm looking for a business attorney to add there. This is just a screenshot. At the top, you can, and I did this with regular LinkedIn. Of course, you can use the LinkedIn Sales Navigator if you have that. You don't need it though. At the top in the search box, you can see I type business attorney, and then I'm filtering by people, and you can filter it for people in your location if you like, depending on what kind of business you're running, or you can filter it for secondary connections. In other words, people who are 1 degree of connection away from you. So somebody you're connected with on LinkedIn knows them. So you can click on the 2nd degree connection, and then you can get a warm introduction to those people. You can click on seniority to see if they are more senior people, because those are better ones in general. If they've been around for longer, us old guys, we know a lot of people. That's the best way to do it. And very importantly, don't just connect with them, right? It's one thing to just have a LinkedIn connection, but I have over 15,000 connections. Now, that means I don't actually know a lot of these people very well. So for the people that you really want to get connected with and know them extremely well and have them on your VIP list, meaning they're very important people, you take the relationship offline. In other words, you schedule a call and you get to know them. You add them to your email list so that they're getting your emails. And if you're not doing regular emails, that's a subject for a different training. And you want to nurture these people. They are your leverage. They're your leverage for the long term. I make a point of reviewing my personal CRM, my VIP list on an ongoing basis and saying, okay, who haven't I talked to in a while? Who is just a great person who I like? We can be mutually beneficial going forward. I did not do this for the first many years of my career, and I regret it. I probably spent 15 years not doing this. And the number of people that I could have had in my network that could have been incredibly helpful is significantly smaller. This is a compounding thing. The earlier you start, the better. And as someone who's lived in both not doing this and the doing this world, I will say do this unequivocally. It takes time. For an introvert like me, it's painful. With this in place, you'll be generating leads, and the next thing you'll want is a business that can run without you. I unlock the key to that in the next video, how to build a business that runs without you.